Hello? Is anybody there? I hope you guys can kind of see me. Well, or see my kitchen. Here, now you can see me. We're going to get ready to get started. I'm going to give everybody a few minutes to kind of find it online. And just let me know you're here. Say hello. Write a little note. Say something. And then that way I will know that you are here and that you can hear me. Hopefully, and that you are, oh good, the power stayed on, okay. I was worried about that for you guys as well. I was worried that the power was going to go off for you guys. I see a thumbs up, so I'm assuming you can hear me. I'm going to kind of sit down. I tried to do this, and pardon my appearance, I just got back from the pool, and it was like super ridiculously humid, so, but I am going to kind of sit down because I wanted you to see what I was doing and not necessarily me. Because it's really all about the tea. So welcome to Kim's virtual steep tea tasting. But I'm going to show you guys a whole lot of ways to steep loose leaf tea and the kind of the different blends that we have and things like that. So we're going to kind of go through things. I'm going to go a little bit fast just so that you guys don't have to hang on to your, hang around for forever. But feel free to ask questions. Feel free to comment if there's another question you want, or if I'm going too fast and you want me to slow down, just let me know. I want to tell you a little bit about me and about steep tea. And I started this business just a couple months ago, mainly because of the fact that I was trying to kick my huge coffee habit. So I was trying to find some premium quality teas, and I was struggling because I could find a lot of teas, but they weren't really good teas, I was just having trouble with it. And I ran into this company, and I fell in love because I really like all of the teas. I like the way that you can brew them, and I like all the different things that you can do. So it's really, really been a great company for me to be a part of. We are based out of Canada. The owners of the company are a couple, and they have 3 children, and they actually started this company about 10 years ago in Canada, and it's really huge in Canada because Canadians are much bigger tea drinkers than we are in the U.S., at least for now. But they wanted to come to the U.S. market because they knew it would be so big of what would be a deal. Hi, Andrea. I missed you yesterday. So, but they started the company, and they actually went on Canada's version of Shark Tank, which is called Dragon's Den, to get the funding to bring it to the U.S. And it was really kind of a fun episode to watch because it's on YouTube. I'm like obsessed with Shark Tank. And actually, Mr. Wonderful really wanted to be a part of this. If you're a Shark Tank aficionado, you know who he is. But they actually chose 2 other investors, but they're the ones that are helping bring it to the U.S. And now we've been in the U.S. for about 3 years now. So it's really, really exciting. I'm going to show a couple things. If I go too fast, tell me to slow down, or just ask a question if you want to. I'm going to start out really just showing you the customer special for the month. And you're not going to see me the whole time. I'm going to move up and down. So hopefully that won't be too bad. The customer special for this month, and let's see if I can get it in the picture without the horrible glare, is actually the new Perfect Tea Timer and a 50-gram bag of the creamy milk oolong. This is delicious. I will tell you that I love a oolong tea, so this was a really good one for me. I was really excited when I found out that it was coming as part of the customer special. The Tea Timer is a new product. It's going to come out in the the new fall winter catalog, which comes out August 1st. So if any of you guys would like to pick an August date, I do have a couple left available. I do have one. They can do one more Facebook party in July if you want to get these for see if any of your friends would want to do these as a customer special for your party. But you can get lots of freebies for doing hosting one, and we can do it just like this, or I can come do it at your home or your office or anything like that. But this is really, really cute. It's got all the different teas on there, and then you just set it to green tea, black tea, and it'll go off when it's supposed to. And then it's the perfect steeping time. And then as far as the oolong tea, I really wanted to show you guys this. I don't know if you're familiar with oolong. Let's see if I can do this. It's always tricky with these angles. So this is the oolong tea. This is what it looks like when it comes out of the bag, and it kind of looks like peppercorns. Let's see if you can see that. But this is actually a one perfect cup, which is what this spoon is. So this is a perfect cup of tea. You do this size of the oolong to make one perfect cup of oolong tea. So what I wanted to show you that for was because the best way to steep that is actually in a fine mesh infuser, and you want to do a bigger one, not a small one. Some of those little balls, like I have those, I'm sure you guys have those as well. They work for some teas. They're not going to work for all your teas. All of our teas are such premium quality and they're big, so you want to have them have room to expand. So like I always brew it in this, which is a fine mesh infuser. See if you can see that. So you can't even really see the holes in that. And what's really great about this is that it's so fine that like you won't get any like tea bits that float out into your tea, which is good because you don't want those. But you can just stick your perfect teaspoon in there. This fits in a cup. It fits into a ball jar because I'll show you how to make a concentrate so you can make a really great iced tea. And it fits into any teapot. I'm going to show you that this is not a steep teapot. This is just like one of my favorite teapots. But it fits just in the center of that. So this is really multi-purpose, which I love. I hate things that don't do more than one thing. So this I use all the time, but you can just brew a perfect cup. And I did that earlier. And that's when it's brewed. So this is the same amount. So it goes from this and it grows to this. So you can imagine it would never be able to expand like this in one of those small tea infusers. So I highly recommend, that's a great way to get your tea steeped, is one of these fine mesh infusers. But so that's the customer special. The oolong teas, and a lot of our teas, they come in either a 50-gram bag or a 100-gram bag. In a 50-gram bag, you're going to get 25 to 30 cups of tea. In a 100-gram bag, you're going to get double that, so 50 to 60. But the nice thing is like the oolong and some of the other teas, the green teas, the white teas, oolong, pu'er, and the mates are all brewable 3 times, so you actually get 3 times as much. And then the Rooibos you can brew twice. Black, fruit, and herbal you can only brew once, so you can't rebrew those. But like this one you can brew 3 times. And I had posted earlier, like I think it's kind of weird, but that second brew is my favorite one. They're all good, but it's like that second brew has like the perfect taste for me. A lot of you guys had told me too that you like decaf tea. We don't do decaf tea, mostly because of the fact that the process to decaffeinate a tea is really, really toxic. So they use a lot of bad chemicals to actually do the decaffeinating process. So we don't do that because all of our teas are premium quality and they're non-GMO, and a lot of them are organic. A lot of them are certified organic, so that's really great too. So we don't do the decaffeinating process, but you can see on this little timer, maybe you can see it, it says virtual decaf. There is another way to decaffeinate tea or coffee really, but it's a water process, but it's much more time consuming and much more expensive. So we don't do that because it would be cost prohibitive for us to bring to you. So, but it does tell you how to do that. And what you would do for that is you would put your tea leaves into this, into your infuser. You would set your timer. It's just for a minute. So you could use this timer or you could use your oven timer. And then when the minute is up, you take the tea leaves out, dump this water out, and then start your brewing process from scratch because you've almost water processed it. You're not going to get rid of all the caffeine that way, but it's going to take away a lot of it if that's something that you're concerned with. This also does have a magnet on the bottom, so you can stick it on the fridge, which is good. Enough about that. So what I'm going to show you first is I'm going to show you how to make a concentrate with the iced tea, because that's how I like to make iced tea, is I make it in a concentrated form. This is our infusion jug, which is great. It's got the little infusion part in the center. You can see it's got all the little holes there. And you can brew your tea right in this. I don't use this to brew my tea all the time because I don't brew a lot in plastic. This is BPA free, so it is safe, but it's just a personal choice. It is safe though if you want to use it. So that's why I do the concentrate method. Also, it's easier if I'm really going through it, like I have been the last 2 days since it's been so blazing hot. So it's nice to have the concentrate, because what we're going to do is, if you think about like the lemonade concentrate you can get in the freezer, that's kind of what we're going to make. We're going to make it with tea. So what we're going to do with that is I'm going to put this in here, and then I'm going to start my water boiling while we're talking. So does anybody want to tell me what their favorite kind of tea is? Hello. I'm going to do, which one was I going to do? See, now I've gotten myself, I have way too many to choose from. Summer berry sangria is what I'm going to do. This is a fruit tea. What's nice about a fruit tea is actually there is no tea in it. It's just fruit, and you're going to just steep the actual fruit. So you're not going to have to worry about if the kids want to drink it or anything like that. And we're going to brew this, even though this is small. Sorry, my phone's doing something weird. Even though this is small, we're going to brew this as a pot, or as a pitcher, not, just for that jar. So this seems like a lot of tea, but that's because, again, we're making a concentrate. So you're going to do 2 perfect pots. So this is bigger. This is the pot spoon. This is the cup spoon. So you're going to put 2 perfect pots in there. And you can see all the bits of fruit and everything. I'll kind of put that in my hand. I wouldn't do that if you guys were drinking it, but since it's just me. Like there's orange rind, and there's hibiscus leaves and currants and all that kind of yummy stuff in there. So we're going to put that right in there. And then what I'm going to do is, I don't pour it straight in because I don't want to have to flush. I don't want to flush all that water through the tea and just push it that way. I do it this way. If you do it the other way, it's fine too. It's just a habit that I have. And you can do it. So you didn't do it far enough. But you're going to do that and kind of let it sit for a few minutes. And you can already see it turning, mostly because of the hibiscus leaves, which are so beautiful in there. So what we'll do is we will use our timer. And I will set it to, where's the fruit? And we're going to set this aside for right now, and we'll kind of move on. So I'm going to set that aside, and I'll show you how to do that in a few. And I'm going to move on to this iced tea that I made. So this is called our sweet tea pitcher. This is the one I use all the time because of the fact that I like it because it's glass. It does have this fine mesh top to it right here. So you can brew your tea right in there. You don't have to use an infusion basket, and none of the tea will come out because it's got this right here, which will catch it all. So you don't have to worry about catching it at all. So that peach tea I made yesterday was good, wasn't it, Kim? I have a peaches and cream white tea that was so yummy. I saw that Kim said that she likes peaches and greens. So I do a lot of green tea, mostly for the health benefits, and we'll kind of talk a little bit about that in a few. But this is another fruit tea. This is called Sammy's Sweetheart, which is really delicious. This is also a fruit tea. And you'll notice on this bag, it has the JDRF label on it. We have quite a few teas that are fundraisers for the actual, the Juvenile Diabetes Research Fund. So each time you purchase one of these bags, we donate $1 to the Juvenile Diabetes Fund. And the reason that we do that is because it's a personal thing to the owners. One of their children has diabetes, but also because of the fact that these are great alternatives for the kids that do have that. There is no sugar in these. There's no food dye. There is nothing but fruit and water. You can actually, which a lot of people do as well, is you can actually like eat the fruit right out of here because it's really just dried fruit that we're steeping, and it's dried fruit, and like sometimes it has like lemongrass or lemon blossoms or lime blossoms and things like that. So it's perfect for the kids that have to watch their sugar intake. It's really for all of us that have to watch our sugar intake. It's a nice change for that. All of these fruit teas are really great if you do like them as a spritzer. Like you can put sparkling water in them, or you can even put like make a mixed drink out of them. We do a lot of, they're called tipsy teas, where you can infuse this in red wine and it would be delicious. Add some fruit slices and make your own type of sangria. So what I did was I got this to where I put in 2 perfect pots of the Sammy Sweetheart, and then I put some water in the bottom to kind of let that steep. And now I'm going to add just a little bit more water because again I made it like a concentrate. So I'm going to add that, and then just some ice, and that's it. My ice is in giant chunks. So, and you can just fill it up with as much ice, and you can sweeten it if you want to. That's the nice thing about all of our teas. They're not sweetened, so you sweeten them yourself. And you could put more water or more ice in there as you wanted to, but then you just pour it out. Let me see if I can show you this. And none of the fruit or anything come out in there at all. Like, it all stays back behind the fine mesh. So it's really great. It gets nice and icy cold in this glass pitcher. So it's kind of why I love this one a lot. And plus I really like to use glass for most things. So, but that's how you can use that. You can get a lot of our pitchers and everything as bundles. This comes as a sangria bundle, and it will come with the summerberry sangria, the pitcher, the citrus mint sangria, and then the perfect pot spoon as like one big bundle. So you can order that. The way to order for Kim's Party is you can go to my website, which is happywellmomma.com, and then you click on the events tab, and you'll see where it says Kim's Party. So just click on that, and you can place your order there. And it usually ships out really, really fast. Like, you usually get it within a couple, I would say, I hate to say it because I'm going to jinx it, but it usually comes within like a week, easy. So our concentrate's done. That was perfect timing. So there's the timer that went off. So that's the sangria pitcher, or sweet tea pitcher is what it's called, in part of the sangria bundle is what you can get it for. So now I'll show you what I do with the concentrate. So the concentrate we've done right here, and you have to kind of be careful because it is still warm. And what I like about this infuser as well, let me move this pot over here, is the fact that it comes with this little, everybody thinks that this is a lid, but it's not. It's really, you're supposed to take this. Look how pretty that color is, like in literally 4 minutes. And you can just set it right on there. So what I do for that is then I'll take this out and kind of do the same thing that I do with that. Try not to burn myself because that's hot. And let that sit as quite as long. And then you just put, it's a concentrate now. So now what you're going to do is you're going to put some water in there to your liking. Like, if you don't like it super, if you like it super strong, you can drink it super strong. A lot of times I do. And then you can put ice all around there so it gets nice and icy cold. And kind of use this to give it a little stir. What I do in the center, and I meant to do this and I forgot, is I put whatever frozen fruit, like if I'm serving it to other people. I don't do that if I'm making this picture for myself. But if you're going to serve it to other people, like you can put strawberries in there or something like that, and it'll help, like especially if they're frozen, it'll help keep it cold, but it'll also give it a little bit more flavor as well. But this is such a good and delicious one. I really like this one as a spritzer. I put this is a summerberry sangria, and then I'll put some seltzer water and I'll put some sprigs of mint, and it truly is so yummy. I really, really like this a lot. Hey, Karen. That is cool. Yes, you can watch later from home. Oh yeah, and I bet we got some rain here too, but not, I don't think as much as you guys got it there in Pennsylvania. So, but yeah, you can watch from home. It should be on the page, and you guys can watch it at any time. So, but that's what this is. Yes, I can post it. This is really, really great. I like this a lot. It's kid friendly because it's not glass, so like the boys will drink out of this more than this. This is also a great substitute for Gatorade or Kool-Aid or any of those kind of things. It does taste a little fruit punchy, so it's a good one to choose if you're trying to replace that from them. Okay, so we're going to keep moving, and if I'm going too fast, slow me down, but I just want to get you guys in and out in 30 minutes. So see, I'm trying to be good about the whole thing. The next thing I'm going to talk about is matcha. Now, I'm kind of a little obsessed with matcha, I have to be honest with you. And if you've never heard of matcha before, I'll tell you a little bit about it. But matcha, our matcha comes in these little tins, which is great because it keeps them really nice and fresh. And what I love about matcha, there's a lot of things. I like the flavors that we have. We flavor our matcha with natural ingredients. So like our the sweet strawberry matcha is flavored with dried strawberry. Like they freeze dry the strawberries and then they pulverize them and add them to that. So you're not getting any artificial sweetener, any artificial flavors or anything like that with us. Everything's all natural. The matcha has no sugar or anything like that, which is interesting because like if you go to some of the big coffee shops, their matcha only has 2 ingredients too. The first one is sugar and the second one is matcha. So that's why theirs tastes a little bit different than ours, because it is at least 51% sugar, because that's what the first ingredient is, and there's only 2. So I'm going to show you how I make a morning creamsicle, is what I call it. I really like this a lot. I'm not going to use it like that. Sorry, vanilla. I a lot of times put the vanilla in my smoothie, or I put it in orange juice in this blender bottle. Matcha is really, really great. It's green tea that has been dried, and then they pulverize the leaf into a fine powder. So you're actually drinking the entire leaf, and not just steeping it and getting the properties that way. Matcha is huge health benefits for you. It helps boost your metabolism. It will help reduce cholesterol. It's really good for heart health. It's got more antioxidants. It's considered a superfood. So it's got tons and tons of antioxidants. So it's a great thing to add to your daily routine. You only need a half a teaspoon. And that's it. So it doesn't take a lot to make a big difference in your health. So it's really, really good. And I add it to whatever I'm drinking in the morning, because I usually do a smoothie in the morning because I'm not a breakfast person. So I do that. And then I usually have a little pick-me-up, because matcha will give you, it has caffeine, but it will give you more of a steady caffeine. I have some posts that I'm going to link to this page about it, because our body absorbs this caffeine different than it would coffee or even black tea. It absorbs it in a different way, so you don't get jittery and you don't get like all hyper and your heart doesn't race. This is perfect for people that you just want a little bit more of energy and more mind clarity, because they call it, like they talk about how it's really calming for that. So I usually have a hot matcha latte like around 1 or so in the afternoon, just to kind of help me get my energy back from being up for the most of the day. So all I do in the morning, if I'm going to make this as what I call a creamsicle, is I just do orange juice, and you just do like 8 ounces. I'm just going to do a little bit. And then we do have the perfect matcha spoon, which is this half teaspoon. You can use half teaspoon if you want. And then you just put that in there. And then you're going to use just a blender bottle to blend it up. The vanilla has a really nice, creamy vanilla taste to it. And you can see how pretty it is. Like, it's a pretty color. Let's show you that. So, and then you just put it in there. And you can kind of see, like, it comes like that. It's a really fine powder. So, and this one just has natural vanilla beans mixed up with that. So that works out really good. And then you just put your lid back on. We used to have a perfect matcha shaker, and we will again August 1st, so we don't have it right now. So if you'd like to, let me shake this up. If you are interested in doing a Facebook party, just let me know, because we can do one the first week of August and do some of the new products that are coming out. There's a lot of fall teas and winter teas that are coming out in that catalog, and it's available August 1st. So it's really, really good. This is really a quick and easy way to do a party and get yourself some freebies, which is really good, which we're hoping to do for Kim. And Kim actually, when she has 2 parties booked off of her party, she gets what's called a teaser. Let me see if I can find the paper for you. Oh, I have it right here. Okay, so the teaser is, actually I don't have it right there. The teaser is right here. Let me put that there. So our teaser program is $19.99 a month, and for 6 months, and you get 2 bags of tea sent to you. Like, it's like one of those like mysteries. You don't know what you're gonna get. It's kind of exciting when you get them out. So for having 2 people booked from a party of Kim's, Kim will get the teaser free for 3 months. So If you're interested, Facebook calories count. So if you're interested in helping her out, let me know. I'm going to dump this out because I want you guys to see what it kind of looks like. Because it's a pretty green color. Like, I know not everybody loves a green drink, but the health benefits of it are just stunningly good. You can bake with this too. You can put it in smoothies. I'm getting ready to start on August 1st a 21-day matcha challenge. Everybody says that it takes 21 days to make things a habit, so we're going to put that to the test. And starting, if you want to be part of the matcha challenge, you just buy a thing of matcha from me. You'll get it before August 1st, don't worry. And then every day I'm going to post a new recipe or a new tip on how to use matcha and incorporate it in your day so that you can start making it a really good habit for you. I think it's great, and I think, honestly, like, I'm like, everybody needs to use this. It's so good and so healthy for you. So that is matcha. Any questions so far? You guys are doing good. No? Okay. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, we're going to talk about, because again, a lot of the things that you guys talked to me a little bit about was the fact that you guys wanted like a lot of non-caffeine drinks. So we're going to talk about Rooibos tea. And again, for me, tea is delicious, but it's also all about the health benefits that you can get from the tea. And for me, with Rooibos is like another amazing kind of quiet tea that nobody really knows about, so I kind of like to talk a little bit about it. Rooibos isn't actually even a tea. It's made from a wholly different plant. Remember I told you that tea is actually white tea, green tea, and black tea are all from the same plant, and I won't even try to say that name because it's like, I don't even know. It is all the same tea plant. I can't say it. It's like, I always get it wrong, so I'm not even going to try. But anyway, Rooibos tea is actually from a plant that grows in South Africa. And so you treat it as tea, but it's not a true tea. So what I'm going to make for you guys for this, and this is my new fave, is called Macchiato Dream. Okay? And Macchiato Dream is a Rooibos tea, and it just has Rooibos, coconut bits, cocoa bits, and coffee beans in it. So it does have coffee beans in it just to give it that little bit of coffee flavor. So if you're the person that's trying desperately to quit coffee, and for those of you that don't know me, to understand that I don't drink coffee anymore, you probably don't even think I'm the same person that I used to be, because I used to drink so much coffee. So I don't drink coffee at all anymore, but this kind of gives you the same little bit of a flavor to it. And I'm going to try to get a scoop where the bean is on top so you can kind of see. Okay, there you go. So you can kind of see what a beautiful red this is to begin with. And then can you see the little coffee beans at the top? If you could smell it, it's so good. I'm going to put it in this little container here. This is called the Breezy. And this works really well to brew tea as well. If you want to brew 1 cup, which is really great. So what is really nice about the Rooibos tea is all the health benefits. Again, it's such an this is an anti-inflammatory one. So if you have inflammation issues, this is a great one to put into your daily routine. Whether or not you need the caffeine in the morning, try this one maybe in the evening. A lot of the Rooibos teas are considered dessert teas because the leaf, the Rooibos, is naturally a little bit sweet. So it has a sweet smell to it, and then a lot of the flavors that we carry are sweet flavors, because like we have vanilla cupcake, we have this macchiato, we have, I forgot to set my tea timer, we have, there we go. We have cherry pie, which is good. There's a lot of different ones that are really super good. And you can kind of see in the Breezy how all of the tea, again, it gives it a lot of space. Can you see that? To kind of move around. Because you want that tea to be able to move. Rooibos is really finely ground, so you don't want to do it in you want to do it in the fine mesh you could do it in. You can do it in the Breezy, or you can do it in the steeping sacks. We sell packs of 100 like tea bags, and you make your own with these teas, so you could easily do that if you wanted to do that. That's kind of a really easy way to start out if you want to do it that way. So any of the ways that you want to do it are really great. While we're waiting for that, I'm going to show you this 45-second latte, because this is my every morning. I always make it with this. This is the chai latte. This is a black tea. It's got the sugar and the creamer already mixed into it. I'm going to do it with the caramel Rooibos latte because it's nighttime and I can't do that kind of caffeine at night, so I'm not going to even try. So, and I want to drink this because it's so good. So I'm going to do this, and this is a tea press. This is, it's the same as a coffee press. If you have a coffee press, you can use a coffee press. I would suggest really trying to get the coffee smell out of your coffee press if you have a coffee press and want to use it for that, because of the fact that what happens, the tannins in the coffee, or the not the tannins, the acid in the coffee really kind of stays around. Like even if you wash it and wash it and wash it, it just really kind of hangs around there. But you can see how fine this is. This is like pulverized tea. Can you see that? And it's got sugar and cream already mixed into it. And this is got 0 fat and 0 sugar and 0 everything. And it has 3 calories. So I challenge you to find a latte or some kind of chai latte somewhere else that has 3 calories, because that's really tricky. So and then all you do is you put your water in here. Set that right there. And then this, because it is so finely ground, you only want to let this steep for about 45 seconds or less than a minute. So you just kind of set it to the side. The black tea, like the chai latte, or we have a London fog, and we also have a London mist. Lattes will get more bitter if you let them go. The Rooibos won't, so I wouldn't worry too bad if it goes a little bit long, but you want to try to drink it really quick. But while we're waiting for that, I'm going to go ahead and froth some milk. I put some warmed milk in here, and this is our frother. So this has this fine mesh right here, and what it does is it does a nice job. You just kind of do this, which is pretty easy. And the kids will do this for you if you really let them, which is nice. And you just kind of keep going like this, and then you get like a really nice froth. I don't know if you can see that without me spilling it everywhere. Frothed milk to go on your lattes. I do this every morning with whatever I'm having. One of my favorite teas, the chai latte, is my morning drink. That's what I have every single morning. But the other one that I truly really love is the Earl Grey. I'm an Earl Grey fan. Not everybody is, but we have truly the most beautiful Earl Grey. It's called Earl Grey de la Creme. And you can see I'm just going to push this down so it keeps all the tea at the bottom. And then I'm going to make sure I have the vents facing out because I've made that mistake before. And then you just pour it out. And then, it's making a latte. You can just put some of this frothed milk. You can kind of see how it got thick. Can you see that? Nice and thick and rich, which is so good. Okay, so I'm going to put that on there. But the Earl Grey Creme de la Creme was the one that started the whole company. Tanya went on a little vacation after she had like some issues, and they went, her and her husband went on a little vacation and found this Earl Grey Creme de la Creme, and she fell in love with it, bought a ton of it, brought it back, and decided she's going to do tea parties. And she's kind of built the business by doing tea parties here and there for friends and family and things like that. So it's a really interesting story of how it all got started. But it all started with that Earl Grey Creme de la Creme. Do you guys like my cup? Rooibos, the other Rooibos is ready. See, Carlisle with my stars. See, I have some Carlisle roots still. But so she started with the Earl Grey Creme de la Creme, and then we do also have an Earl Grey green tea, which honestly is, I think, better. I love that Earl Grey Creme de la Creme, but the Earl Grey green is so good, and green tea is so good for you. So, okay, so the last thing I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you how to do this. Let's see where I can put this. Put it in here. Because I want to show you how this breezy works. So the breezy, what's really nice about the breezy is this is a really good one too to have like at work. Like especially if you work in an office or something like that, because what you do with this is you just push it down and it lets all of the tea out. And then when you pull it up, it doesn't leak or do anything. So you just push down and pick it up. And that's it. So you can make a perfect cup of tea. You could fill this with ice. and make iced tea by just putting it down like this, and then you have iced tea. It's really, really great. So it's a nice little thing. You can set it over here. It won't drip and make a big mess everywhere or anything like that. But I think I kind of touched base on most of the things we have. We do have tea infused food, which is really interesting. There's some mixes like scone mix and some like cake mix and stuff like that, muffin mix, which I have not tried. I can't eat that. There is some gluten-free ones that I have ordered, but I have not tried yet. But those are really interesting. It's a great way if you are not a big tea drinker, which I hope you will become one because tea is so much better for you. And we also have like this is like a spinach dip, which is so delicious. You mix this with it's like half a cup of sour cream and half a cup of mayonnaise. And then you put 2 tablespoons of this. And the ingredients in this are spinach flakes, dehydrated bell pepper, onion flake, garlic powder, and green tea. So you get a little bit of dose of green tea in here, and it's delicious. But the way I would make it, because I don't do dairy for the most part, this is soy milk. I don't do a lot of dairy, is that you can do it with mayonnaise and coconut milk, like the full fat in the can coconut milk works really, really well, and then just do this and it makes a delicious dip. So that is really, really good. I'm trying to think if I missed anything or if you guys have any questions about anything. It's really, I've noticed how old I am because I have a hard time seeing all the things. But yeah, I can I'll definitely post this if you guys want. And again, if you want to host a Facebook party or a catalog party, or if you want me to come up to Carlisle, I'll be happy to do that. And we can get you guys some really good freebies. It's a lot of fun to have your friends over and just have tea. If you'd like what I do when people come to my house is I usually do, hi Kathy, I usually break out my good china because I don't use it for anything else. So like I have, a really pretty set of china. So it's like we have tea in our china. But we don't have to do that. I mean, you can do it outside. We can do, there's a lot of different tea parties that you can have with your friends. Or just a 5-round tea tasting where we kind of do what we did tonight and everybody gets to taste it. Is a fun way to do it. I do tipsy tea ones where we can talk about different drinks, how you can steep in beer, and how you can steep in wine, and how you can infuse vodka and gin with our teas, because that's really popular right now, and it's really expensive if you buy it. So it's a lot cheaper to actually make it yourself. And I have some great recipes for that. So we can always do that. And you can even do that virtually and just do the recipes and talk. I can show people how to do it. So everything can be done virtually. But I think that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys like my Facebook page. It's Steep Tea and Wellness by Happywellmomma. And because I always post tips and videos and stuff like that on that. Like I said, the new catalog will be coming out August 1st, so I cannot wait to share it because it really has some great stuff in it, and it's going to be, it'll be fun and more fall, it's kind of stuff, a lot of pumpkin, if you can imagine that, which is hard to envision when it was like 107 today, but so that's really fun. So if you want to book a party, please let me know. If you want to order from Kim's Party, you just go to my website at happywellmomma.com, and there'll be a My Events tab at the top, and you just click on that and select Kim's Party, and then order from there. We would like to close this, I think, Wednesday morning, and is kind of what we're looking at, so we can get everybody their stuff, hopefully by the end of the week or early next week. That's kind of the plan, because it's usually pretty quick. Everything will get shipped to Kim, so don't worry about, having to worry about it. It'll all get shipped to her. And then I will always update you. I'll add you to if you'd like, I'll add you to my newsletter that comes in, because that way you'll see the specials, because that way if you're something you really love, you can always, order at any time through my website. It doesn't have to always be on a party. If, a couple months from now, you're like, I really want that, whatever it is that you love, you can get some more of that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks for doing this. Is the first time I've ever done it live. I've done it videotape before, but the first time I've ever done it live. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, sorry about this, but when you're sitting at the pool for forever, this is what happens. So my hair is not usually this frizzy. But I will hopefully talk to all you guys soon. I hope you guys have fun flipping through the virtual catalogs online. That's where the catalog is as well. You can just go to the same website, happywellmomma.com, and look through. There's a flip book, so you can look through it really easily on an iPad or anything like that. And I'll be online for the next hour or two, so please feel free to just send me a note. You guys are all connected to me on Facebook, so just send me a little note on that and let me know what you guys have questions about, or if you're debating what you want to do, just let me know. One of the things I kind of wanted to touch base upon, if you are a huge tea lover like I am, and really the way I started with this was to become a tea discounter. We love tea discounters at Sweet Tea. You can sign up to get the consultant kit, which is $99, and you get tons of stuff. You get like $350 worth of items. You get this cute little teapot, which is so cute, and you get tons of tea and some of the food items and all that kind of stuff. And all you have to do you get your discount. So you can order whatever you want at a discount if you do it that way. And the only obligation you have is to order $100 every 6 months. So if you are the type of person that drinks enough tea that you really want a discount, $100 in 6 months is not going to be a hard thing, because you will be like me and have all of this. So, and more. So, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, if you have any questions or anything like that, please let me know. I've enjoyed kind of getting to talk to you guys a little bit and finding out what you like and all that kind of stuff online. So I really, really appreciate you guys tuning in and taking some time for me and for Kim. And thanks, Kim, for setting all of this up. So if you don't have any other questions, I'm going to let you guys get back to your night. Talk to you soon. Bye.